Hey guys, it's Boozy here. Welcome back to the next video for the channel. So in this video, we'll be finishing off this series of FIFA phases. We're gonna go through the details doing the normal map and the spec mask. We're gonna sport the hair and the hair cap. In that way, we're gonna finish the face and we're gonna export it into the game. I just want to show you the results. I'm very excited for this phase. I've been doing some little adjustments here and there, when I was talking about doing some details, and you can see how it's looking right now. It's looking a little bit more cleaner. I kind of did the whole thing again. I can show you guys right now. So this is what we had it in the video, the tutorial. Then you can see how it looks all dead and stuff. Yeah, it looks pretty rough, but I managed to play around a little bit with the textures, and like I told you guys, I've had some time doing this, and of course with a lot of time that I have free sometimes, after a while you get used to the process, and it's so much easier to just do it. And now in this video, guys, I'll be showing you how to finish it off. So okay guys, the first thing we're gonna need is to export some files from the FIFA editor tool. Remember, if you don't remember how to do it, just go to the first video and where I explain you how to export everything when you need it. So I'm gonna be here in De Jong, Frankie De Jong, because that's gonna be the player I'll be using to export all the files. But of course it depends like which player you want or what kind of player you want to use. In this example, I'm using De Jong because I feel like his hair, we can really play around with it and make it like Pablo Torre. You can see how his hair is kind of to the side, and that's what I kind of like about it. Yeah, so I'll be using these some of the files, so I'll show you which files we'll need. I'm pretty much gonna need maybe his hair right here, but for this case we won't need it. So in this video we'll be using this one right here, the face normal. So this is a normal map, and it's just gonna give all the details to our face. So I'm gonna go right here, I'm gonna export it, and you want to export it all this in TGA. So you want to export it in TGA files, you save it. The same with the spec mask, so you're gonna go here, export TGA for the save. And now we want to take this part right here, the hair and the cuff, so we go export TGA, and it's gonna make sense. Like, you don't want it in PNG, so just bear with me. You want to do it in TGA. Again, the hair color TGA, and then we're gonna take the hair. Of course, remember, make sure you have the skeleton player selected. That's one of the things that a lot of people will be telling me about in the last videos. Make sure you have this one right here, the skeleton player, and then you go. So it's gonna say no. If you have it right here, like in default, it's gonna say no skeleton selected. So you're gonna hit right here in flatten hierarchy, and then you're gonna click here in the arrow. You're gonna go content, you're gonna go character, ring, skeleton player, and then you're gonna select skeleton player. And we want to do FIFA 22, so FBX 22, 2020, and export. And then we're gonna save it in our file. And the hair cap too. And this is the part that goes below the hair. And we're gonna save our hair cap right here. Hair cap. Nice. Now when we got that, we already can just close this. And now we can go to Blender. So once in Blender, we are going to import our hair cap and hair. So I'm gonna go here, import FBX. Remember our preset. I'm gonna go over, have it here in De Jong. Actually change that. Pablo Torre. So I'm gonna export it in, and it's gonna look kind of like this. So I'm gonna click this one, click right here, and I'm just gonna import the texture, just to make it easier for me to watch it. This one, and right here I can just grab it from it. Great. So now we have something going on like that. So it's gonna look something similar like this. Of course, it's gonna be different for you guys because you won't doing this actually same face, but you know we already import the hair, and now we just wanna move it around in order to put it as what we want it. So I think the hair cap, it looks pretty much good. What I would just do is I would just try to move it a little bit. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna try to select both the hair cap and the hair. Go to edit mode, and I'm just gonna try to move it around a little bit. You know, just to make it a little bit better right there. See? And I just want to put it right there. And I'm gonna focus on the hair more, and then we can go to the hair cap. Of course, we have to do the eyebrows, which are right here. And they require a little bit more of the detail, but right now I'm just gonna do the hair. Okay. So now what I want to do is I'm gonna take some parts and delete others. You don't have actually to do this. I'm just doing it because I'm gonna move some things around and it's gonna look weird. So I just want to move this back a little bit. See, I just move it around a little bit. You can actually do it right here too in the edit mode. If you don't like something else, you can just move that out of the way. See, I just so you go Control L, and it's gonna take like part of the model, and you can like move it around. But anyways, alright, I have that, and now I'll take a little bit of the hair cap, which I told you guys is just the down part of the hair, like the root. Okay, so move this around a little bit, and now I want to work on the eyebrows, which you have to kind of be careful with them because they're kind of annoying sometimes. So I go Control L, and I select like one of them, Control L, and I can just move it around, and I'm gonna make this smaller. That way I just can move it around more easy. So because it's already selected in edit mode, I can just press R and move it and adapt it whatever I want it. So that doesn't look that bad. So I would just take this part right here, and I want to match it with this part of the hair. Of course, remember you can move the camera and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna try to place it in order. I'm gonna take this part, I'm gonna bring it up and try to fix it, you know, the best you can. Like, you don't have to be perfect, guys. Of course, you're gonna do a bunch of more faces, and this is gonna be like one experiment that you're doing, and you don't have to be perfect. You only have to give your best. Make sure you do, and it should be good, guys. This is pretty good for now. So I want to change his hair color of the Frankie de Jong, because you know Pablo Torre is actually not blonde. He looks blonde in this picture, but he's not. He's actually more like light brown hair. So I'm gonna go to this folder, and I'm gonna take the hair color, and I'm gonna put it in here, and we're gonna have something like this. Most of the cases I just want to select this part, because if I go right now and I try to match this color with this color, it's gonna look all weird. Pretty much I'll show you what's gonna happen, because we want to match this color with this color, right? But if I try to do that, it's gonna take all this part, and we don't want to take like the skin and all that. So to avoid that, what I do is I go to channels, I press the red one, and it's gonna select all this part, and now you're gonna click select inverse, And now you're gonna go select and mask, and you're gonna bump the contrast all the way up and hit OK. And now I'm just gonna copy and paste, and you can see this layer 2 is actually just the hair that we want to take, so that's pretty good. And now what you want to do is go to your whatever your texture is of your player. So you go to channel, so you're gonna go to you're gonna hit control and red. That's what I didn't explain you guys right here. So what you want to do is you go control and click in red, and pretty much you're just loading the selection. So load selection in red, and then select invert, and then we're gonna select and mask, and we're gonna bump the contrast all the way up. We're gonna copy and paste, so control C and B, and I just want to delete this little stuff, so we just delete this. So remember to grab this bar, you're gonna go channel and gonna take this bar. So you're gonna go control and click on the selection, so green, red, blue. Right now we're gonna do red, and it's gonna say low selection in the history. And then you just go right click, select mask, and bump the contrast. Of course selecting the other way around, but you can do it right here. So yeah, that's how you do it. And I think it's gonna work. So now we can do it again. Adjustments, match color, and then do the other face, and we can make actually darker right there. And right here you can adjust it or however you want it. So in this case, I want to make them a little bit more darker, like this. Good. This is pretty good. And now what you do is just you want to actually export it as a TGA. So you're gonna go file, and instead of going quit export as a PNG, you want to go to save as, and actually make sure you're in the folder. And then right here you're gonna click in this window, and you're gonna go to Tarja, and then you can save it as however you want it. So I'm just gonna call it color right here and save. And it's gonna ask you 32 bits. You're gonna say okay. And now we can actually change this color right here. And now you change that color. So this is how it was, and this is how it is now. Pretty cool. I think it's a little bit more his hair is a little bit darker, but that's fine, you know, like that's fine for next video. Okay, now once we already have this bar, so make sure you go to make sure you take all the stuff you need. So don't worry about the air lot, you don't need that. You just make sure you have the hair matte. So I'm gonna go to reference, I'm gonna pick all that, I'm gonna go to files, export, XPX, and then I'm gonna save it right here. So I call it face or hair, it depends like what it is. So I'm gonna save it right there. What do you say, hair, export, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the haircut. So I'm gonna go to export, FBX. Make sure you, again, just to confirm, guys, make sure you have all this stuff right here. It's obviously just gonna come out as a book when you try to import it into the FIFA editor. So I'm gonna call it C and export FBX. Nice. And right now we already have the hair and the haircut. Nice. Okay guys, so the last part we need to do is our normal map and our spec mask. Okay, now once we have this, I just wanna import again these two. So we remember we grabbed the normal map and the spec mask of Frankie de Jong face, because I'm gonna use that one actually in this tutorial. You don't have to actually use this one. Again, it just depends on which one you want to use. Personally, you can actually use whatever you like it. Some people actually like to generate this by themselves. It really depends, but if you generate it for like this picture, it's gonna look almost a little bit weird, you know. You're not gonna have the same detail that like FIFA or like EA has when they're making faces, because of course it's not gonna come out as good, because you can see all the detail that I have right here. But whatever. So we got the spec mask and this one too. And what I really focus in this section, in these two sections, most of the time is in the eyebrows, because they are never the same. You know what I mean? You can see how the eyebrows right here are a little bit different. So of course we just want to fix that in this tutorial. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it. With the spec mask, I would actually just put it right here. It right here, and I'm just gonna take it from here. So I'm gonna duplicate this layer, and I'm gonna go to this desaturate to make it black and white. So now I'm gonna hit Control L, and it's gonna come out the levels. And now I just wanna make it a little bit darker in this, and then like this. Okay, now you're gonna go to Image Adjustments, brightness and contrast. So the brightness, now I'm gonna bring it up, and the contrast is kind of this. Yeah, something like this. This is great. So you can see if I just import this into the game, it's not gonna look as good as this one, you know what I mean? So I'm just not gonna try to make it not gonna try to make my own. What I would do is, so you're gonna go right here and hit in this circle. So you're gonna create a mask, and go when it's selected, go Control E, and then now you want to paint over it. In that way, we're just gonna kind of delete the other ones right here. So you see how I'm just deleting it, the other parts, and pretty much that's how I would do it. I would just take it as it is and just export it out. So once I have this, I'm gonna export, quick export, and then I'm gonna go right here and take it. I'm gonna save it. Spec save. And with the normal map, with the normal map, what we're gonna do is gonna take this face. So take this a texture, put it over this one. So once we have it like this, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this part, I'm gonna load the selection, so red, and we're gonna go to the actually normal map. Actually, let me do something else. So we're gonna load it, and then we're gonna go to select mask. So what we're gonna do is so I'm gonna go to invert, and I'm gonna pump the contrast all the way up, maybe fill a little bit. So we're gonna have it kind of like this, and Control, and we're gonna create this mask that, as you can see, it matches perfectly with our texture. And now you wanna get rid of the eyebrows that are below. So you're just gonna take it from here, I'm just gonna select it. So you can do this with the patch tool and hold shift. And now I'm just gonna go and say in the layer 0 is gonna go so you're gonna hit right click, content aware fill, and pretty much I'm just gonna try to delete the eyebrows from it. I'm gonna apply OK, and then see, like, that's kind of an easy way. They can save you a lot of time. This is just how to do that. And then once we have this, we go right here, file, export, quick export as a PNG. And you know, this is just a way to do it. Like, this is not how I always do it, of course, but you know, this is an easy way to do it. And for now, you just need easy. You don't need to go too much into it. You don't need to think so much, because you know you have a lot of things to learn for now. So you don't need anything else. You know, you don't need to make it more complicated than that. But of course, I would advise you to look for another methods, and as much knowledge that you have is gonna be way more easier to navigate this modding stuff. Okay guys, so we're pretty much done. What we want to do left is just export our face out of here. So I'm gonna go, you know, remember, click all this part, export, FBX, and then I would save it like right here. So I would put it face. Anyways, once we are in the game, I'm just gonna take I'm just gonna copy this. So this is gonna be the ID that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna copy it, Alex Raval. So this is gonna face so I'm gonna use this face and replace it for Pablo Torre in the game. So I'm gonna go and import every single file. So I'm gonna go import.
And I would just take Pablo Torres files. I'm gonna take that one. So this one I'm using the other I'm using these guys. So pretty much the same, so you just go import, and then I'm gonna use this one to see how it came out. I just have one that I did before. I just wanna see how it looks, but don't worry about it. I actually can use just the one that we just did. Like you can see how I got a bunch more detail on it, but I'm gonna try to use the other one for as of right now. But make sure you guys use the one that you did, whichever you wanna use. And the spec mask, again, pick the one that you wanna use. I'm gonna use this one. And pretty much like the same process that I showed you guys, and I changed just the eyebrows. I really don't play around too much with the spec mask. I know a lot of people do. I don't think it's that important. Of course, it's gonna look better, but
I don't really care. Remember to change this, so the cough is right here. It's this one right here. Color, and this one. I have other color, so this one. Actually, I don't know which one it is. Oh, actually, that one. This one. And remember, and now we have to import the hair. So go import. Go to the whichever file that you have it. So I have it right here. Hair. Import. And make sure you're clicking here in this part right here, and that way you make sure it's good. The haircut too. Haircut, and then click right here, and that way in the compute and graph, and that way you can build a lot of books and all that you don't want that. And now the face. Right here. Great. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching it. Of course I'm gonna show you guys how the face look in the game, but you know, I just want to do a cinematic. I think that will be like more epic. Thank you so much for watching it. I appreciate all your likes. Please subscribe if you're not still, and I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.